everybody, welcome to the program. My name is Mike V, and today we'll be talking about a question that you guys have been emailing me. I've been getting a few of these over the past few weeks, and it is, should I buy a diesel-powered BMW? And really it comes down to what I think, your lifestyle. It sounds neat, a diesel, wow, we don't get a lot of those in the U.S. We have been lately in the past few years. But man, do I want a diesel in my BMW? I don't know. To us Americans, it sounds like it's such a utilitarian, industrial term, diesel. It's a diesel. It's dirty, it's loud, it's probably leaking oil. I mean, just the name diesel, So, in reality, BMW has made some fantastic diesels. They've been out for ages in Europe and other places of the world where gas prices are through the roof. They just recently brought it to the US in 2007, and that was the first diesel that we had. They came in a 6-cylinder, and there's a few versions of that 6-cylinder. And I'd always stay away, of course, from the first couple of years when they come out, because they just has some bugs they need to work out. There's always a little bit of recalls. There's always some failures of parts that it's just, you don't buy the first couple of years. You want to kind of gear towards after they work the bugs out. Wait a couple of years. That's the best thing with any car manufacturer. That's what I believe. So basically, it has to do with your lifestyle. So are you the type of person that lives up in the mountains or likes to go on a lot of road trips with your family and have lots of luggage, or maybe you're towing something in your X5, in your SUV or SAV? Then a diesel is going to be perfect for that. Diesels work great in high altitudes, and of course they have lots of torque, lots of power to tow and to just really climb a hill aggressively. Now, we'll back up a little bit. BMW, the reason why they came out with a diesel in the US is because of fuel prices. Fuel prices were through the roof a while ago. Of course, they always go up and down in the US. Right now, they're down. But they'll, come on, they're going to go back up. It's inevitable, really. So, that's kind of the thing. But as far as the diesel, yes, it has plenty of power. They came out with a 6-cylinder inline 6 diesel, twin turbo, and you don't have to worry about lack of power because it has tons of it. And they also came with a 4-cylinder recently. It's pretty reliable. It has lots of power also, lots of torque. For being a 4-cylinder, it's pretty fantastic. And of course, fuel economy. So really, the diesel has a lot to offer. It has the whole power aspect, and it has the whole fuel mileage aspect to it. Both positives. Now, where's the negativity in here? There really isn't any negative thing about a diesel. BMW does quite a good job of deadening the sound level of the diesel while it's running. You can almost not even tell. Also, there's the emissions of a diesel. BMW's diesels do not blow black smoke out of the tailpipe like an old transit bus does. It just doesn't do it. Going back to the emissions on the diesel. When I go under the hood on this thing and do some repairs or look around, I have done plenty of repairs on these, so I know a lot about them. And there are a lot of emissions related components on this thing to make this thing pass smog and to make it work in the US and especially California, where we're at here. It's the most strict state. And BMW really went out of their way to make this happen the right way. We're hoping here. No, they did. So what this can all these components, it's kind of a reliability factor there. It could be, But you know what? We haven't gotten a lot of issues with check engine lights and emissions related failures. And when I mean that, I'm comparing that to regular gasoline motors. It's been about the same. So reliability is about the same. Now there is one component of these cars to make it pass smog and emissions related restrictions. And that is where you have to add a diesel exhaust additive into the car, usually around every oil change. Sometimes less if you're towing a lot or you live in high altitude. That system we have seen in the beginning of production. It's almost like a fuel injector, the way it mists it into the exhaust. And they have clogged up. We had some issues, but again, they were recalls that BMW covered 100%. We updated the parts, so they really fixed that problem. So as far as a diesel being in a BMW X5, the SAV vehicles, I say go for it 100%. They're fantastic. I love them. Plenty of power. I know people that own them and are completely happy with them. I personally would not buy one in a regular passenger car just because I like to be able to rev up that motor. I like to be able to go on that on-ramp of the freeway and hear that motor screaming as I enter the freeway. There's just something about it, a gasoline motor, that I just can't explain, but I love it. I like the way it sounds, I like the way it feels, I like the crispness of it. I like to watch the needle on the RPMs go all the way up. I like to be able to pump regular gas in it. So for me, I just love a regular gasoline motor in my regular passenger car. And like I said, if I buy a X5, I would love to have a diesel on it. I would love it. It has plenty of power, and guess what? When you're at the diesel pump and someone's staring at you and giving you a weird look and they realize he's throwing diesel in that thing, what a conversation piece. And you know what? Most people don't realize that BMW have diesel, not because they don't know, they just don't think about it. You don't think that BMW is going to have a diesel on it, but guess what? They do. They do. And they work great. So yes, so I say yes and I say no that you should buy a diesel powered BMW. Yes, because they're reliable, and if it works for you and your environment and your hobbies and the things you do, you're towing stuff, you're hauling around luggage, you like the feel of that power going up those hills, you live in the mountains, then definitely yes. And obviously fuel economy is a big thing for diesel. It's a positive on all aspects on that. And no, just because of my own tastes on passenger car, I like my twin turbo regular gasoline powered motor. That's just me, but everyone has their own thing. And guess what? When they throw that inline 6 diesel into a small passenger car, they throw that thing around a racetrack and it pretty much keeps up with anything else. So it still has power, but for me, I like the crispness of a gas pump, regular gas powered motor. So anyway, I hope this helped you guys decide. I hope this is informative to you and this helps you make your decision. If you have any more questions, you can contact us or leave some comments at the bottom or email us, please, at service@bmwminimds.com. So we thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.